Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's class where we're going to be speaking about kids in chiropractic and why it is so vitally important. So, first things I want to tell you is kids respond to chiropractic so much better than adults. They don't have near the issues that we have, that we're always, where's my next paycheck coming? I'm going to pay these bills, blah, 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 blah. Do I have to do this? I have to do that. They don't have any of that, right? So they respond a lot better because they don't have we'll call it static in the brain, right? So that's first of all. Second of all, for people that think that kids shouldn't be under chiropractic care, I'm going to say, well, you're wrong, okay? The average child, by the time they're 4 years of age, has had over 4,000 impacts to the spine, and 1,000 of that are traumatic in nature. Okay? So, I don't know about you, but I don't want 1,000 traumas left on my spine or left, unattended for decades. I want it fixed. So, I have an example. Okay, young patient, 3 years of age, having trouble cognitively, right? Only able to string together one or two words. Okay, you'd ask a question, they wouldn't quite understand. You'd repeat it to them, then they might get a little bit more, that kind of thing. So really struggling at 3 years of age. Okay. Comes in, we do an exam, okay? Exam finds a whole bunch of stuff. But one of the biggest things that it finds is an issue within the skull in an area called the coronal suture. Now, the coronal suture is super important because, yes, it does deal with and overlies the area of the homunculus. And what is that? That's where the brain kind of works on fine motor and what have you. But it also goes over two specific areas of the brain, and that happens to be the Broca's area and Wernicke's area. Broca's area is speech. Wernicke's area is language understanding, so cognition of speech and language. And then the other one is actual production of speech and language. So if both of those are messed up, she's not going to understand, or he is not going to understand, and they're not going to be able to verbalize it. Okay, so I do cranial work in my office, as well as adjusting of the spine, and I will do cranial work after I adjust the spine. Okay, so on this particular patient, I adjusted their spine, and then we started working. Well, occiput was massively out, so we worked on occiput and got that balanced. And then Wernicke's area was exceptionally out, and Broca's area is exceptionally out. So we worked on both of those areas. While I'm working on those areas, this child who was struggling to say one or two words was now talking in complete sentences. And we're not talking one or two word sentences, we're talking 5 to 10 word sentences. Okay? This child then got up off the table after I was done, and I asked her a 10-word question. And she, without any additional, I asked her at one time, without any additional instruction, she followed through 100% on the question that I asked. I don't know about you, but I think that just improved mom's quality of life. I think that just improved that little girl's quality of life. So why should kids get adjusted? After that, you tell me why they shouldn't. If the chiropractor knows what they're doing and is trained like I am, there's no reason not to. If the chiropractor's, not qualified or not comfortable working with children, and a lot aren't, and you know what? Thank God that they're not. because I want somebody to be confident and competent in what they do. And if they're not, they should refer you somewhere else. And if they are, then great. Okay. I have made a mission to work with kids since day one. I used to be a teacher, right? I worked with children with autism. I taught biology. Okay. I like working with kids because I want to help them mold themselves to be better adults in the future. Think of what just changed for that patient, for that little girl. Think of what just changed in that home life. Think of the struggles that they may have been having or may not have been having, and the struggles that that poor kid had been having, right? It's amazing what can happen. Now, is it a one and done, kids fixed forever? Probably not, right? Our bodies don't work like that. So if you're stuck this way, right, and I adjust you, and your body's used to being this way, guess what? It's going to go back, right? But the more we adjust, the better that we do, the better and longer that patient holds. So yeah, the patient probably has to come back several times, right? But look at 2 years from now, 3 years from now, when the child enters kindergarten. I don't know about you, but child enters kindergarten, being able to speak in complete sentences, not fighting, being able to recognize instruction with not getting frustrated. I'd say that's a heck of an accomplishment versus the other way. So I just wanted to share that with you guys tonight about why kids need chiropractic care. Because if we fix it now, they don't have the issues later in life. Just imagine how different the world would be if it was a requirement to get your kids checked by a pediatric chiropractor. Think about how much better the world would be. I'm just looking at, I was looking at a post earlier today from a gentleman who's done a ton of research. And this is the first year or first generation that we've seen a regression in IQ. That the SATs have changed. I didn't know the SATs had changed, but the SATs have changed to accommodate for the regression in IQ. First time where a generation that's born has a less IQ than the generation before them on average. That screams, let's get these kids under care. That screams, let's help them so that their brain and body aren't struggling, so they're not having to talk through static. I don't know. That's kind of my passion about it. And I hope it's your passion to help your kids. And I hope to see many, many more of you flooding my office so that I can help you. Okay? It's never about the money with me. It's always about the care. And I care. And I want to help you. So give me a call. Let's get a couple appointments set up for this week and next. Honestly, this week's filling up pretty quickly. And let's see how we can help each other. Okay? If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll answer those as need be. And as always, I look forward to seeing you later this week and early next week for your adjustments. Thank you very much and have a beautiful, beautiful evening. I know I will.